And we are live. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Because it's time to cook a dish with Tish. Cook a dish with Tish. It's time to cook a dish with Tish. So come on in, come on in. Yes, yes, I'm in my old kitchen. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Hey, hey. Come on in. Come on in. Because it's time to cook a dish with Tish. Hey, y'all. What's going on? Come on in here, everybody. Come on in. We are cooking tonight. We are cooking. And we're going to have a little story time. Oh, yes, it's story time. Story time. Oh, yes, it's. Oop, oop. Nah. But anyway, come on in. When you get in here, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe for the vibe. And yeah, that's it. What am I cooking tonight? Tonight, I am making some shrimp with pasta. I already boiled the pasta, and I have some Bertali vodka sauce that I'm going to put in the shrimp. And here are my ingredients for the shrimp. I have some all-purpose adobo, garlic powder. Of course, I know I have to have a lot of garlic powder for everything, everything, everything. I have some black pepper, and I have some Old Bay seasoning. And I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice in it as well. Okay. But first, I need to pour me a glass of wine. Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight on this good old Tuesday? Yes, I am back in my old kitchen. Y'all see me back in my old kitchen? Yeah. hmm I'm back in my old kitchen, y'all. Do y'all miss seeing this kitchen? I know I did. I know I did. So I'm just checking on my pasta. I made some spaghetti noodles. That's what I made, spaghetti noodles. I'm gonna go ahead and season my shrimp. First, I'm gonna add my garlic powder. Lots and lots of garlic, cause I love me some garlic. Hey, hey, I love it. I see you in the chat, Dave Renee. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the live. Okay, so next I'm gonna add some adobo. A little bit of adobo. Just a smidget, because we don't want it to be salty and stuff, right? And then I have some Old Bay. Would add some of that. And then we got our black pepper. What you guys having for dinner tonight? Did y'all cook dinner tonight? Oh, it's Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. It's taco. Okay. Lemon juice. This is going to be a quick cooking video tonight because I am a little exhausted. And I want to go to bed early. I should have been in the bed earlier, in all honesty. Because like I said, your girl is tired. And I have a flight to catch tomorrow to go back to Charlotte. So, yeah. So we're gonna get a little oil to put inside of the pot for my shrimp. Them. So I seasoned my shrimp already. Oh, I also have some string beans. I made some string beans last night, and I had some left over, so I'm gonna add String beans is going to be in the plate as well. We'll put a little oil in the pan. Just a teeny bit. That's it. Probably like I think I put like a teaspoon of oil in there. That was it. Nothing, not a great big deal. Not a lot. We're going to put these spices back up. Put these spices back up. Yeah. Who's having tacos tonight? Anybody having tacos tonight for dinner? Or out to some tacos or something like that? Because it is Taco Mother freaking Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday, y'all. I'll tell you who's not having tacos tonight. Me. Me. I'm not having tacos tonight, y'all. No tacos for me. Some good old shrimp with pasta and whatnot. Let me show you how much oil I put in this pan. So it's not a lot, just enough to cover the pan. A very small amount. I'm gonna let the pan heat up. And once I'm done cooking, then we're gonna get into the story time. Yeah, we're gonna get into the story time. But this wine is good. This is, I might even tell y'all what kind of wine I was drinking. So I have it's a peach sangria by Carlo Rossi. That's what it looked like. How you doing, Day Renee? Always the good old faithfuls. My good old faithfuls, they'll never disappoint me. Mm. Never, ever disappoint me. Just go ahead and I'm going to put my shrimp in to cook. This is going to be a quick cooking video. I didn't have a bunch of all the other stuff that I usually put inside of my meat. Like all of my vegetables, like my onions and peppers and fresh garlic and all that kind of stuff. I didn't have any of that stuff, so that's why it's going to be a quick live cooking video because I didn't have to do all that extra stuff like cutting up onions and peppers and fresh garlic and all of that kind of stuff. So just in there like that. Let it cook. Do what it do, what it do. Let that do what it do. Okay. I'm gonna turn it I'm turning it now, but then I'm gonna add the sauce, the vodka sauce in it, and doctor the sauce up a little bit with some garlic powder and Old Bay. That's it. I'm not gonna put anything else besides that because I don't want to make the shrimp over. I don't want to overseason the shrimp. And I would usually what I do with my sauce is I would put it in a separate pot, and doctor it up. But yeah, I don't really feel like doing all that tonight. What's up, Carlos? I'm gonna go ahead and put the sauce in here. I got the sauce. Y'all ever used vodka sauce before? How many of y'all ever used this vodka sauce? Do y'all like it? sauce in here. I'm gonna put a little garlic powder and some Old Bay and a little garlic powder, a little Old Bay, and some black pepper. I'll put some black pepper also. Just turn that fire down. And I'm going to warm up my string beans. And this is getting ready to be done. That's it. Let that cook for a few more minutes. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. All right. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I don't think I can cook. I can cook. You have a good night too. Y'all thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Get this pasta on the plate. Bring it over here so y'all can see. Got the pasta. Not rasta pasta. Just some old good old spaghetti pasta. Okay. So that's it. Oh, maybe a little bit more. String beans. Mm-hmm. No diggity, no doubt. And now we got our shrimp with vodka sauce. Wait a minute. Shrimp with vodka sauce. Shrimp with vodka sauce. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Everybody say yum, yum. There we go. That's it. That's it right there. How many of y'all ever watched that show, The Hunger Games? That movie, Hunger Games. I watched The Hunger Games today. It was a new one. It was one that I guess it was like their 10-year anniversary movie. Because I think it's been about 10 years since the first time The Hunger Games ever been on. And it was really, really good. If y'all like the Hunger Games, please go check it out. It's on Prime, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Um, the only thing about the Hunger Games is I just hate how they use those children to fight to the death of them. That's the only part that I don't like about the Hunger Games. But other than that, it's a good movie. Y'all see this? That look good, don't it? I'm gonna say my grace, and then I'm gonna get it in, and then we're gonna start this story time. Thank you, Lord, for this food. Bless the hands that prepared it. May it be used for the nourishment of my mind and my body. In the name of Jesus, amen. I was gonna take my hair out and have it curly for this video, but y'all, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like doing all of that because I'm gonna take my tail to sleep shortly after I finish with this live anyway. Then I would have had to twist my hair all over again, and I don't feel like doing all that. You know what I'm saying? That wine tastes good. You drinking Hennessy straight? Yeah, Hunger Games. You need to watch. You need to watch it. All right, let's get us a little taste. Let's see. Let's see what it's hitting on. I don't think I ever had vodka sauce before. So I think this is gonna be my first time trying this type of sauce. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Mm. Shrimp. Mm. String beans. Straight with ice. Mm. 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 All right, so let's get into the story time. The last video I did, I told y'all I met somebody, this guy that was 20 years younger than me. And I was asking you all, should I date a man that's 20 years younger than me? Mm. And I got a lot of good feedback. All of the women was like, go for it. Some people had some stories about people they know that experienced that before. Mm. This is good, but I feel like I need a little bit of salt. Just a little bit, y'all. Don't judge me. Mm. Don't judge me. Just a tad bit for the sauce and the shrimp, not for the string beans. Anyway, so I was in Walmart one day, and while I was in Walmart, this young man came over to me and was, paying me some compliments and whatnot, asking me for my number, my name, and all that. And the whole time he's talking to me, I was thinking to myself, how young is this boy? Because he looked young. Mm. So eventually he asked me for my number. And I was like, I said, how old are you? Mm. He said, 33. I said, man, I said, boy, you a year older than my son. And he was like, so and what that means? You know, like basically we both grown. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. We are. But we ain't looking for the same things. I'm pretty sure you're not looking for the same thing. You're looking to have a good time. I'm looking for a long time. They say, are you here for a good time or for a long time? You ever heard that saying before? Are you here for a good time or are you here for a long time? So anyway, there was this lady standing there listening to our conversation. And, after he told me his age and I was, saying whatever I said, which was, boy, we not on the same page. Like, we're not looking for the same things or whatever. He walked away. So the lady that was standing there in the aisle, we caught, we had eye contact with each other and I started laughing. I was like, what am I gonna do with that little boy? And she was like, she asked me how old I was. I told her my age. And then she was like, and how old was he or whatever? I told her his age. She said, younger men hit on me all the time. And I said, how old are you? I think she said she was 71 or 72, or something like that. And she was like, don't block your blessings. I said, well, he wasn't too interested. He walked away pretty fast. It didn't take much for him to walk away after I said what I said to him. And she was like, yeah, well, you got a point, whatever. So a couple of minutes later, probably not even a couple of minutes later, he came back. He done double back. And I can't remember everything that was said, but I wound up giving him my phone number. um, in his conversation, he seemed to be pretty mature, but I could tell he's young by certain things that he say. I'll be like, mhm. But he got his head on straight. He got plans for his life, goals and dreams and stuff like that. hmm But that's it. Next video, I'll tell y'all about our first date. I just wanted to tell y'all today how we met. hmm Yep, I did go out. I did go out with him. hmm This is so good. Mm, 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 mm. Delicious, y'all. Scrumptious. If he's years younger, can he handle it? Yes, be quiet. Long time can make it if you can handle it. If it feels good, it just feels good. But you can help him do whatever was better for y'all. Mm. Are you drinking that Hennessy right now? Because I think you typing fast. You typing too fast. Some of them words ain't coming up right on the screen. What you? Let's see what happens. I'm just dating, trying to see who I like or whatever. Just going on dates. That's it. Interviewing people. That's what I'm doing. I'm interviewing people. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta tell y'all a story. This the last story for tonight. When I was on my way up here to New York from Charlotte on Thursday, I met a guy at the airport. I think I'm gonna come on here more often and tell y'all about my little dating life. I think y'all like that. People like to hear about people' personal business and stuff. Y'all nosy. Nosy. Y'all like that kind of carry on. Don't y'all? Anyway, I met this guy at the airport on my way up here Thursday. And why? That's it. Let me just tell y'all today, I blocked him and deleted his phone number out of my phone because I caught him in so many lies. the same night. I caught him in lies, a bunch of lies. And this man, 48 years old. It don't matter how old they are. It don't matter. It no matter. It don't matter. 48 years. I caught him in so many lies. Mm-mm. First of all, he asked me, he said, you married? And I was like, no. So he asked my name and everything. I told my name. And he was asking me, do I live in Charlotte or, where I'm traveling to? That whole little conversation went on. So he told me that he was in Charlotte visiting, and he's from Connecticut. He was flying into New York also, but we was on different airlines, different flights or whatever. So we exchanged numbers. I asked him, was he single? He said, yeah. He was like, he said, yeah. He said, I wouldn't be giving you my number if I wasn't single. And I was like, I don't know. I said, men be lying about being single. And so he was like, women be lying too. So I said, well, I don't date women. I date men. So I can't, I'm not concerned about that, about if women are lying. Right. So we exchanged numbers. I went to my gate to wait for my plane or whatever. As soon as I sat down, about 10 minutes went by, he called me and was like, what time your flight leaves? So I told him the time my flight was leaving. And he was like, I'm gonna come over there and sit with you because my flight not leaving until such and such time, which was an hour after mine. All right. I said, all right, cool. Now, before we got to that point, we were still standing by the security checkpoint because we had exchanged numbers after we went through security. And I was asking him, when was he coming back to Charlotte? And he was like, I don't know, because I got a couple of trips coming up. I'm going on a cruise next month. And then in July, I'm doing so-and-so. I can't remember what he said he was doing in July, but all I know is he said he was going on a cruise next month. So, of course, I started thinking, who he going on a cruise with? Because y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but do men go on guys' trips? Do guys go on cruises together? Like, because that don't sound like something that men would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a group, I just, a cruise is more like a vacation or like a family trip. Am I right or wrong? Y'all let me know in the comment section. So I was like, okay. So anyway, now fast forward, he comes over to my gate and we sitting there. He's sitting there, whatever, we talking. And so I said, who are you going on a cruise with? I said, you said you was going on a cruise, right? He said, yeah, for my birthday. My birthday is next month. I said, oh, when's your birthday? He was like, June something. I can't remember what date he said. But I said, who are you going on a cruise with? He was like, with family. So I was like, oh, okay. So in that moment, when he said family, I was thinking like, he said my family. I was thinking like, I don't know, mother, father, auntie, cousin, sisters, nieces, nephews, children. That's what I was thinking. Giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, oh, okay, he's going with his family. So we start asking questions like, you got any kids? How old are you? This and that. Well, we had already got each other's age. So when he told me, I said, oh, so I said, are you going to be 48 or are you going to be 49? He was like, I'm going to be 49 because he told me he was 48. So he got two children. He got a son and a daughter. And so I said, they got the same mom. His kids got the same mother. His daughter's 20 His son is I think he said 24 or something like that. 24 years old. So I was like, oh, okay, so that's that's cool or whatever. So he's showing me pictures of his kids and all of that. Anyway, so that's that. I get on the plane. So I'm like my plane is boarding. I get on the plane. So I got on the plane. I'm sitting there. The plane didn't take off right away, so I'm sitting on the plane. I must have been on the plane for about a good 20 or 30 minutes. And he texted me and was like, y'all not gonna believe what he said. Leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me what y'all think he said. What y'all think he said? Tell me what y'all think. I'm saying if he feels good to you, help him. Oh, okay. Tell me what y'all think he said when he texted me. I want to hear. I want y'all. Melissa said, wait a minute, hold on. Is that Melissa? No, Mika. Mika said we want all the tea. What y'all think he said to me in a text after I boarded the plane? Anybody gonna answer? Y'all want me to just tell y'all? Damn, like, give me some feedback. What y'all think he said? What y'all think he said? I gotta finish this whole bottle tonight because I'm catching a flight to Charlotte tomorrow, and I won't be back here till next month. Anyway, I guess I'll just tell y'all because y'all not even trying to participate. Come on now. What is happening? You said, when can I see you again? Close, but no, he had already asked that before I got on the plane. He was asking, can he come to Brooklyn to see me? What he said was, he texted me and said, I miss you. I was looking at my phone like, nigga, the fuck are you talking about? You miss me. What? Miss me with the bullshit. That's what I wanted to say back in the text. I wanted to say, miss me with the fucking bullshit. Anyway, so I texted him back and I said, laughing out loud, you miss me? He was like, yeah. I said, yo, what is really happening in the world? Anyway, so after he said that, I was like, I said, I'm flattered. I said, I think you're a very nice man, but I can't remember everything that I said, but I know I was like, oh, okay, I'm flattered, and I think you're a very nice gentleman or something like that. So right now, I'm paraphrasing the text messages, y'all. I don't remember everything that was said verbatim. Let me just start there. So he asked me what time does my flight land. I told him what time my flight land, which was like my flight was landing around 7 something. Then I was like asked him what time his flight was going to land, and he said it was going to be somebody's calling me. Who the fuck is calling me? Mm-mm, no. Anyway, pain in the neck. Anyway, so I asked him what time was his flight landing, and so he was like, his flight was landing at about 8, right? You said I told him I miss him. No, I didn't tell him I miss him because that would be a lie. But it's so funny because I said to myself after that, I was like, I probably should have set it back just to play the game too, but I ain't got time. So anyway, when I got into New York, when I landed or whatever, he texted me after he landed and asked me, did I land or whatever? And I was like, yeah, I'm here. And so I texted him back and I asked him, how was he going to be getting from New York to Connecticut? Because he lived in Connecticut. And so he said, a ride is on the way. So, he texted me. So, and I said to him, I said, are we going to talk before the night is over? He was like, yeah. So cool. So it was around 10 something. So he told me he owns two smoke shops in Connecticut, and he's trying to open one in Charlotte. That's why he, be going back and forth and stuff. So when he called me it was like after 10 o'clock. And he was saying that he was on his way to his smoke shop to go check on things or whatever the case may be. And that it closed at 2 a.m. So I was like, so did you go home first? Yeah, you went home, whatever. First he said no, he didn't go home first. Then a couple of seconds later in the conversation, he told me, he said, well, I did go home. I just dropped my bags off. And I was like, oh, okay. So no, let me backtrack. I'm lying. Let me backtrack. Before he called me, I called him. Yeah, I had called him. The phone because after he texted me to see if I made it home, and he told me he made it home and that he was waiting for a ride, I called him maybe like an hour or so later, maybe 2 hours later, something like that. But his phone would just ring once and then it was going to voicemail. So I think I called him twice. That same thing happened twice, right? So right away, my mind is like, oh shit, this nigga got a bitch. He with his bitch right now. He with his girl right now. That's why he not answering his phone. He thinks somebody's stupid, right? I said to myself, he lived with a woman. He lived with a woman. Anyway, so he calls me back. So he calls me back and he was in his car. He said he was on his way to the shop to check on, things or whatever. So I was like, okay. He was like, my bad. My phone was on. I forgot my phone was still on airplane mode. Now, mind you, how is your phone on airplane mode? And the crazy part is that I didn't think about this until the next day. I didn't think about this part till the next day. But the next day when I started thinking about it, I was like, how your phone on airplane mode still after you got off the plane? And you text me when you got off the plane to see if I landed. Make it make sense, right? I didn't, first of all, that night that all this was happening, I had so many things going on personally that I really completely my mind really wasn't that sharp. My mind wasn't, going that sharp for me to mention it to him or whatever. Because I didn't even think about that until the next day. So I was on the train, and while we were talking, I told him, I said, listen, my phone is going to cut off because I'm getting ready to go underground. So I ain't going to be able to, my phone going to cut off. I said, you going to be up? He said, how long do you think it's going to take for you to get to Brooklyn? I said, it's going to probably take me about an hour. And so I said, will you be up? He said, oh, y'all, I can't be on this live with y'all for no long period of time. Let me get through this story. So, because I need to get my rest tonight. I need to get some good sleep. Okay. So anyway, he was like, so I asked him, was he going to be up in an hour? He said no. He said probably not. He said he's going, after he leave from the shop, he's going to go in the house, take a shower, and he's going to probably go to sleep. And I was like, all right, no problem. I said, but I'll still try to call you and call you or whatever. So then he started telling me, no, before that, he was telling me how he don't like to call people without texting them first because he don't know what they got going on and this and that and da 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 and da 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 da. And I was saying to myself, what? That's bullshit. That's how you operate because that's how you want things to be done with you. You want people to text you first before they call you because you got something going on. So I said, well, I started thinking about back in the days before cell phones even came about. I was like, I said to him, I said, back in the days, we didn't text each other before we called each other. We just called. That's the whole reason why, we exchange numbers is to call each other. Like, what are you talking about? I said, well, I don't operate like that. I said, you can call me anytime. He said, okay, I hear that. So anyway, when I got to my destination, I had got to my destination before an hour. So I called him again. Called him. The phone did the bling and went to voicemail. I was like, oh. So anyway, that was that. So after I called and he went to voicemail, he sent me a text and was like, he was on the phone with his brother. He said, I was on the phone with my brother. Something, something, something. So he just said something about him being on the phone with his brother. And I texted him back. I was like, that's cool. I said, we'll just talk tomorrow. You have a good night. And so he was like, all right, he was like, good night. And so he asked me, did I miss him yet? I was like, no, I don't. Right. What's up, Cap? Cap is in the building. It's a story time. It's story time. The title of this video, that's not the story I'm telling right now. You got to rewind this video if you want to get that story. This is a different story. Anyway, so we say our good nights and all that, whatever. So now the next day, I got to get up early in the morning because I have to go to the salon to work and everything. So I had to get up around 7:30 in the morning, something like that. Anyway, he called me at around 7:30, 7:20 or something like that. He called me early in the morning. He called. But I was not like awake. I was awake, but I wasn't like up. So I seen the call and I was like, I can't answer this phone now. I was like, I still got the frog in my throat and everything. I'll hit him back. So after he called and I didn't answer it, he sent me a text and said, good morning with the sunshine emoji. Good morning, sunshine. So I got in the shower. I got out the shower. When I got out the shower, I called him. Guess what? When I called him back, the phone said, and went to voicemail again. I said, okay. Yeah. So this all is happening in one day, like one night. So when I got out the shower, like I said, I called and it did the ring once and went to voicemail. So I texted him. I said, good morning. I said, your phone. I said, what's up with your phone? You still got it in airplane mode? Being funny. I knew that shit was in the airplane mode. So he called me. So we talking and I asked him about the phone situation. I was like, your phone's still doing the same thing it was doing last night. What's up with that? He said, "Oh, you know what? Last night my phone wasn't in airplane mode. I forgot I put my phone on do not disturb at 10 o'clock from 10 to 7." I said, "Boy, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up." I was like, "Oh, okay." Mhm. I said to myself, I see what's happening here. I'm not even going to entertain this man anymore because I already see what's happening." And I said to myself, I said, "Tisha, if you continue to entertain this man, then whatever happens, you get what you asked for." Okay. So, but what I did say to myself, I said, well, if he wants to come to Brooklyn, he can come to Brooklyn to see me. Take me out to lunch or something like that. I'll get a little lunch or dinner, a little free lunch or dinner. Hmm. I said that to myself. Sure did. Anyway, so that was that. We talked for a little bit. Then around 12 o'clock, I got a text from him asking me how was my day going and everything. And I was like, it's going good. And so that was that. I ain't talked to him. He ain't text or call or nothing like that for the rest of that day. So then the next, when was it? The next day, next night, it was like Mother's Day night, the night before Mother's Day, which was Saturday night. He texted me, but I was asleep. He texted me saying, "Hey," or something. I can't remember what it was. I was sleeping. And so then he texted back and said, he said, "Wow, I can't get a conversation out of you." Then sent all these emojis with the little faces with the, the face. I go like, hmm, that kind of emoji face. So I had texted him back and I was like, I was asleep. I'm just seeing this. Then after that, he texted me and said good night. And what he said, "I miss you already. And I wish I was talking to you right now," or something like that. All this shit he was saying. I was like, nigga, I never responded. After that, I was like, So that was Saturday when he sent those texts. I never responded. So today I just deleted him and blocked him. I was like, I'm never going to call him again or text him again. So why even keep his number in my phone? And why allow him to continue to have access to me? So I was like, you know what? That ain't it. Delete and motherfucking block. Because you got a whole situation over there in Connecticut. Okay. And you think somebody crazy, but you really can't play with me, you know, because if you really, really thought that you could play with me like that, you would have been really trying to make your way to Brooklyn. But you know that you really can't play with me like that, you know? Like even when we was at the airport, he had asked me if I was gonna show him some hospitality when he come back to Charlotte. And I looked at him and I was like, maybe. And so after I told him how old I was, he said, "Oh, that's where that maybe came from." I see now. Cause like I said, he knew he really can't play with me. I think that, he thought I was young. He thought I was young at that airport. He thought I was a young girl that he was going to be able to play with. Mm-mm. No, not at this big age. You're not about to play with me. Mm-mm. I'll play with you. Okay? I'll play with you. You ain't gonna play with me. Mm. Anyway, let me see what y'all talking about in this chat, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep. You think I miss him? Far from the truth, buddy. Far from it. He said a ride was on the way. He lives with a woman and wants you to come over. Yeah, he said, do you miss me yet? I was looking like, what the hell are you talking about? Miss you? I don't even know you. I don't even know you. Boy, bye. Mm-mm. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll do another video. I don't know if I'm going to do a live one or a pre-recorded video. In that video, I'm going to do a story time about my first date with the 33-year-old. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here now. I want to thank you all for watching. Who's that at the bottom saying hi? Hey, Aquila. I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta go to sleep, y'all. I gotta get up in the morning. I got a flight to catch tomorrow, and I ain't trying to miss my flight. I want to get some good rest, and that's that. Hey, Shonda. That's a scammer. I got the same message. What? What are you talking about? With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Stay tuned for more of these story time. I got so many stories for y'all. I'm gonna come on here more often, like I said, and do some story times about my dating life, past and present. I know y'all nosy asses would like that, right? Anyway, with that being said, until next time, peace. Bye, guys.